Someone who loses a spouse is a widow or widower. Someone who loses a parent is described as an orphan. However, there's no such word for the parents of a dead child. This sad reality is at the center of the award-winning play, I Hate This, by local playwright David Hansen. This one-man show about the loss of Hansen's child to a stillbirth originally was staged at Cleveland Public Theater back in 2003. Recently, it was produced for 90.3 FM, ideastream, as a radio drama. That acclaimed production gets a prime-time airing on Monday, March 20th at 8 o'clock. And joining me now to tell us more is David Hansen. David, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, Dee.
Let's go back to the original one-man show.
Yeah.
When you were putting it together, was there any hesitancy on your part about telling this story?
Yes, only in so much as I was hoping that it was going to make a good play. It was something I was going to write one way or another. It was just something I was compelled to do. Luckily, when I first shared it with some friends and local artists, I had a chance to kind of in private see whether or not everyone just kind of cringed, like, oh, thank you, Dave, for getting that off your chest. But the response was so positive that I was able to move forward. I mean, an important message of the play is that people should talk about their grief, and they should talk about these, what's troubling them when nobody wants to talk about it. And so, seeing as how that was kind of like the mission and the message I was trying to get across, I had to take that risk myself by writing the play, yeah.
And you've had overwhelmingly positive response to people who've seen it in theatrical form, and then to your adaptation as a radio drama.
Yeah. No, it's been a tremendous experience. I've had the opportunity to take it to so many places. And the radio drama was only, I mean, it's funny, I've had the chance to take it to Minneapolis, I've had the chance to take it to New York, I'll be taking it to London, actually later in the month. But I'm assuming the radio drama probably has been heard by more people than all the people I've ever performed to live, which is kind of difficult to get my head around.
And another thing that happens with the radio portion is that you had other people playing the parts that you originally played as a one-man show.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It felt great. It felt great. The idea of doing the play with other actors didn't. I mean, it's far too personal. I mean, I don't mean like, oh, it's too. I mean, it's like my telling a story. So it makes sense that I'm doing the voices of the other people. But that I didn't think that was going to work for radio, and you all agreed. So it just turned out so great because the people who are on the show are just fabulous. I mean, they're the best, and they did such a wonderful job. Yeah, yourself included.
You're too kind. But you are going to share a portion of that drama with us, and can you set up what's going to happen in this?
Yeah, what happens is it's at the very beginning of the experience. My wife Tony and I have just found out on a 30-week checkup that our son is dead, and we don't know how to deal with that. And the very first person we met was a nurse whose name is actually Carrie, who came in. We'll never forget her because she had the difficult job of just kind of laying it all out and asking all the questions and getting us. Just kind of, it was the first kind of nudge down the road, and that's who we're going to meet right now. Hello. I am so sorry for your loss. Has anyone talked to you yet? Okay. Well, there are a number of decisions you will need to make. You don't need to answer them now. I know you're both going to want to think about them and talk about them. Are you going to want to see the baby when it is delivered? Are you going to want to hold the baby? If you want to see clergy, we have someone on staff who will come and talk to you. Will you want the baby to be baptized? Okay. Will you be contacting a funeral home, or has anyone told you about the memorial service? We have a memorial service that the hospital conducts every year for the prenatal deaths. The cutoff was at the beginning of March, so yours will be part of next year's, next June. Yes, June 2002. Have you named the baby? You don't know yet if you have a boy or a girl. Okay. There's also the matter of the autopsy. We may never find out what happened to your baby, but we may be able to find out something that will help. You will have to consent for us to perform the autopsy. Would you like to watch the TV? It's okay to watch the TV if you like. No? You don't have to sit in that stool, Mr. Thayer. You can pull that rocking chair over to the bed. It would be more comfortable. No? Okay. I know this is going to be so hard for you, but I am going to take good care of you. I never thought 9 months would be enough time to prepare for having a baby. Fixing up a room, collecting all the right things, child-proofing a house. Suddenly we had one day to make a completely different set of decisions, decisions we never in our worst nightmares thought we would have to make. I mean, see it? Name it? Hold it? We don't touch dead things.